Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Ciocca Lincoln in Lawrenceville, New Jersey to check out a brand new 2023 Lincoln Navigator Reserve. This is the big dog in the Lincoln lineup. So let's see what it brings to the full-size SUV market, and let's dig in. All right, we're at the front end of this ginormous full-size Navigator, and what do we have staring me right in the face right now? LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, LED turn signals, LED fog lamps, chrome grille with that huge Lincoln badge in the middle. Beautiful up front. This is Starlight Gray Metallic, and this is an extra $750 for this color, but this Navigator up front looks killer. All right, wheel and tire setup on this Navigator. We have a 22-inch wheel, silver, gloss black, Lincoln badge in the middle, big calipers, big rotors. Tire size with these all-season tires, 285 on the width, 45 series sidewall, 22s, all four corners, four-wheel drive. Full side profile on this Navigator, and this is one ginormous full-size SUV. Very boxy look. The Navigator has always been that way. Nice hard body lines on the top, just above the door handles to the tailgate, and then another nice line along the door sill. Some nice chrome accents all the way around to lift this up and make it look like a Lincoln rather than a Ford Expedition. But overall, I think it's a very handsome looking SUV for its boxiness, I would say. As we move in closer, we're Reserve and we're Navigators. There is no flat black around the wheel wells. It's all painted. Navigator badge right here on the front fender. We have gloss black on the side view mirrors with LED turn signals and 360-degree cameras. We are color matched on the front and rear door handle with the left side fuel filler cap. And then we got to go way up top here to get to the aluminum roof rails with the shark fin antenna, and we got the big roof as well. All right, rear end of this Navigator. It's a very, very flat back to the vehicle since it's so boxy. So we have a very small roof spoiler, so therefore that windshield wiper for the rear window is down below. Lincoln spelled out underneath. LED taillights, LED turn signals, LED brake lights. Then we have more chrome trim, and then color matched on the bumper, and we have a single side exhaust tucked up under the right side. All right, we're under the hood of this 2023 Navigator, and you got to look in a little deeper because the V8s are all gone in these big SUVs from Lincoln and Ford. And what do we have? We have a 3.5 liter twin turbocharged V6 engine mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission, 440 horsepower, 510 pound-feet of torque. This Navigator can tow up to 6,200 pounds. MPGs, 16 in the city, 22 on the highway, 18 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, before we get to the interior of this Navigator, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much does this thing cost? Well, MSRP, the way this Navigator Reserve is optioned, you're looking at a grand total for MSRP, that, mind you, $104,590. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the footbox, we have a dead pedal, brake, and accelerator that are all fairly small, and they're all rubber. And a Navigator Reserve, give me aluminum finish on these pedals, please. It's $104,590. Woo! The Lincoln badge, Lincoln dorsal plate right here, looking nice, and we got the running boards, and the running boards are automatic. You close the door, and after a few seconds they go on up, and when you open the door, they come on down for you. So very, very nice. We have power seats, obviously, for the driver and front passenger with this lovely black leather. totally gorgeous, nice and soft, beautiful design, nice bolstering, really, really nice. All right, door panel action. We have soft touch up top rather than leather. 104,000. I think you need leather on top of the up top on the door panel. Let me know what you think. We have gloss black around the switchgear, but flat black on the switchgear. Nice wood in the insert, which I think looks good on the door panel, and then a very nice soft armrest. Coming over to the dash, we have the soft touch up top, more of that wood, more soft touch down here, and then a nice large glove box underneath. But this vehicle is so big I can't reach it from the driver's seat. And then here we go. 13.2 inches of viewing pleasure here for this infotainment system. Sync 4 action, which means wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. Put it in reverse. You have a nice large reverse camera with trajectory and the 360-degree view on the right side, looking good. We have navigation, we have touchscreen action, we have dual panel action, Wi-Fi hotspot, user profiles, everything you can imagine in this 13.2 inch Sync 4. Nicely done there. Then we have 2 heat and air vents and the 4-way hazards. Here are the push button transmission for the 10-speed automatic. Moving down further, here are our controls for the AC and radio if you don't want to use the touch screen. And then we have 3-stage heated seats and 3-stage ventilated seats for the driver and front passenger, which is a nice touch. And then moving further down, here is a USB-A, USB-C, wireless charging, a 12-volt, and then our key fob. And this is a letdown. Come on, Lincoln. This looks just like a Ford key fob, except there's a Lincoln badge on the back. For this kind of money and this kind of Navigator, you got to give me something nicer than this. Unlock, lock, remote start, pop the tailgate, panic button. Nice weight, but I can get this in a $25,000 Ford. So come on. 2 cup holders here, a little storage area here. Drive mode action right here, auto stop start, auto brake hold, and we'll show the drive modes when we get to our digital dash. And then we have our center console. We can open that up, and we have a removable tray and more storage in the center console. But it's nice with that dual armrest look, and then the wood in the middle, which I think is a nice touch on this Navigator. All right, Lincoln steering wheel, nice leather wrap steering wheel, kind of plain Jane on the horn button with the Lincoln badge. Some more wood down here on the bottom of the wheel, which is nice. On the left, we have our cruise control and safety suite action, and on the right, you have your head-up display controls and your voice commands and telephone controls. On the back of the wheel, we have paddles. We have cheap plastic paddles on a $105,000 automobile. These should be metal. Give me a break. Give me a break. And they even rattle when you shake them because they're such a cheap plastic. Don't like that at all. Here we have our gear shift. Excuse me, not gear shift. Our directionals and bright lights on the right, both wipers. Down below here are the pop the tailgate. There's fog lamps. Here's the headlight controls, as well as brighten and dim the dash. This is an electric tilting and telescoping steering wheel. And then as we move in closer, here is the 12-inch digital dash, or what Lincoln calls it, a digital instrument cluster. We can take a look at our drive modes from here. And we have normal 4x4. And then we go to slippery, deep snow, eco or conserve, and excite or sport. So that is where we have it. We're going to leave this thing in sport to see how it responds, but a very nice digital display where you can go ahead and configure the dash however you would like it, whatever you want to see as far as information, but it is a really nice setup in this Navigator. All right, overhead console action, here we go. If you want the interior LED lighting to come on when you open and close the door, this button needs to be in the off position, and then when you open the door, the lights will come on with your little chime, and then when you close the door, the lights will then dim and go off. Here are the controls for the sunshade, so you can hit that and up all the way back. The sunshade will go again halfway, and then you hit it a second time and it will go all the way back. To close it, you hit the other button, the button on the left, and it will come back closed, and then a second time, and it will come all the way back and fully closed. Takes a while because it's a huge vehicle. Nicely done. Here we have our sun visor with vanity. And then do we slide? Yes, we do, to cover up that side sun. Nicely done. All right, mid-row time in the Navigator, and we just step right in. Nice. Seat is set for my driving position. Plenty of knee space at 5'11". Plenty of headroom, plenty of shoulder width room. Nice consistency of design front to back on these door panels, all the same materials, looking good. Now, command center looks really weird. We have the shade, the controls to open and close the shade on the panoramic roof, but this is all gloss black plastic, and there's nothing there. It's all blank. It just looks weird. I mean, it's a $105,000 vehicle. There should be, I don't know if there should be something here or not, but it just looks like a lot of blank real estate, because down below you got a USB-A, a USB-C, a 12-volt, a home power source, and 2 cup holders. And then if we move to the center armrest, we got 2 more cup holders, and then we have all our action right here, right, with our heated seats, massage seats. If we hit the button here, you have heated and ventilated mid-row, as well as massage action in the mid-row, as well as your controls for your audio and climate and everything else. I don't get this big area right here that's blank. It looks strange. But getting back to these massage seats, you do have different kinds of massage you can set and where you want it on your back. The front seats are like that as well. You have full massage for the driver and front passenger, and you have your heated steering wheel, if I forgot about that, because you can't be a Navigator without a heated steering wheel. And I like the massage back here. I just find this action up here really strange. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, getting into that third row or back row. To do that, here is the button here on the mid-row seat. You pull that forward, and this will push up and move forward out of the way, so you get a nice big step in, which I like. So we just step right in, no problem, and then have a seat. Woo! And we made it. All right, we are in the third row, and full-size SUV, man. So I got plenty of room as a full-size adult back here. Plenty of knee space, plenty of headroom, plenty of shoulder width room. I have controls over here, right next to me here, that'll let me recline the seat back if I want to go back, or recline the seat forward if I want to go forward, which is nice. I got a USB-A back here for connectivity, a couple of cup holders, snack tray. So I'm all set here in the back. Heat and air vents are in the roof. So I'm all set back here in this third row of this Navigator, nice and comfortable, as well as it should be for a full-size SUV and a $105,000 price tag. All right, rear tailgate time here in this Navigator. Again, you can pop the tailgate from the key fob or from the dash, but if you forget, you come to the back, right underneath here, you'll feel a button. Hit it, up it goes. Nice electric assist on the way up, nice electric assist on the way down using this button right here. You can adjust how high this tailgate goes. so it doesn't go way too high and hit something. And with the third row up, a lot of nice space back here in this full-size Navigator. Plenty of room for bags with the third row up. You pop back here, you have your jack, you have more room for your storage and whatnot. And I don't see a spare back here, and you can't lift up anything any further. And now we have power fold action for the third row and for the mid row. So if I want to put that third row down, hit that button and both of them go down the same time, or you can put one down and not the other. And then when you get those down, now you got a lot more space for those larger items. And if you really want to go big on space, you come over here to the second row controls, you hit the middle one, and both of those go down, and now you have a ginormous amount of room for super large items in the back of this Navigator. Nicely done. We also have tie downs here, there, and there, and we have 12-volt power action right up here. In case you miss it, it's up on the shelf back here, but overall, great amount of space here in the back of this Navigator. All right, I'm jumping back to the front seat just to give you a couple of extra little doodads that I want to show you, and that is power fold mirror action, as this vehicle should have, but I wanted to make sure I got that in. And then right here are the buttons for the massage action. So you hit that button, the massage starts, and you come over to the infotainment, and now you have that massage going right now, and it's going to give you options for what different kind of massage you may have. Right now I have recovery, but you can select relax, you can select circular, rolling, pulse, whichever one you may like, you can select. And on the passenger side, you have those same controls, and you can get that same massage action for your front passenger as well, which is a really, really nice touch. All right, here is the window sticker for this 2023 Lincoln Navigator Reserve 4x4. Feel free to pause the video, zoom in, see everything that is optioned inside of this $105,000 Navigator. And now, let's take her out for a spin. All right, we are out on the road with this massive Navigator. And we're going to start off here on the back roads. See what kind of power this thing has. 3, 2, 1, now. And now we're flying here in this Navigator like a big dog. Woo! This thing gets up to speed nicely with this twin turbo V6, but it handles like a pig. And I guess it's not supposed to handle well at all anyway. It is floating, it is wallowing, it is all over. We're on the brakes for a heavy right. And off you go. Big body roll, big action when it comes to that. This thing is not supposed to be a sports car, doesn't handle like one, but it does get off the line really, really well. So I have to give it props for that. Of course, we have the rear wheel drive biased Navigator, even though it's four-wheel drive, and do have the limited slip diff out back as well. So in the dry weather, most of the power is going to be going to the rear axle, and then when you need it, it'll be moving up to the front. Excuse me. Just getting over about with the flu, so pardon my cough. But as we're coming up over the bridge, it's nice. I mean, it's well damped. The head-up display is really easy to read. Plenty of visibility out the front windshield. Side view mirrors are good. Back glass is good, even though this should have a digital rear view mirror, and it does not. But at almost 105 grand, you need to have a digital rear view mirror in here as well. You got the Revel Ultima sound system in here, which doesn't sound Ultima to me. Sounds okay, but the B&O system in the Explorer, I think, sounds better. That's my personal preference, but this Revel Ultima thing doesn't sound all that great to me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments if anybody is familiar with this Revel Ultima speaker system. But it's all right, but certainly not up to the $105,000, at least to my ears. And I'm no audiophile. I love listening to music, but I'm certainly no audiophile. But not a big fan of the Revel system in here. So where am I on this car? Well, it's huge. If you need something ginormous, then this is the ticket, right? This or Suburban, Expedition, right? But this is premium. So you got to go this or Escalade if you're looking at American or Wagoneer, right? Big time full-size SUVs. And I like the power. I like how it gets up and goes. But I don't like some things that Lincoln did here that don't belong in a premium vehicle. One is cheap plastic paddles to go up and down the transmission. Give me something metal, please, in this kind of a vehicle. Holy mackerel. That really is a sore point. Obviously, I'm not a fan of how this Revel Ultima sound system sounds. And I think the road noise is apparent in here, as well as wind noise. And I think we should be more sound deadened in a Navigator, opposed to, a non-premium. This needs to be quieter, and it isn't as quiet as I thought it would be. I can hear the engine all the time. I can hear the wind, and I can hear the road. So that's an issue. But for the size of this, and for what you're going to need this for, it's a lot of truck for a lot of money. That's what I'm going to say. It's a lot of truck, because it is a truck, body on frame, but it's a lot of money. A lot of money. And unless you desperately have to have a super large full-size SUV, you could probably get away with going with a smaller SUV in the Lincoln lineup, probably the Aviator, and get 90% of what you want. This is big money, and this is a big vehicle, and it feels big to drive. So that's my view on it. It's really smooth on the road, though. I have to give it that. Very smooth, and I love the power delivery right down Broadway. And so those are the pluses and some of the minuses. Let me know your thoughts on this monstrous, nearly $105,000 2023 Navigator Reserve. Let me know your thoughts on this vehicle. I want to thank Ciocca Lincoln in Lawrenceville, especially Liz, for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2023 Navigator for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you, on the rebound. Take care, everyone. All right, now we're up on the highway, feeling good. I already said goodbye, but this is bonus action highway driving. A lot of wind noise. A lot of wind noise. And I can hear them tires rattling away on the road. So, more sound deadening Lincoln. Need to sharpen this Navigator up because right now, Escalade is beating it hands down. Take care, everybody.